I'm originally from Portland, Oregon. I'm a first-year Teach for America teacher. I teach 10th grade biology. This is my first year at Manual. We reopened in 2006 after closing briefly. The student body is wonderful. I just love my students so much. I don't know if I agree with your stimulus and response that you came up with. Ramiro, what did you think? I'm really excited about opening a year-round school. I think it's going to set my students up for success, both in high school and beyond that, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. I've got the first example is your gallbladder. You guys might have heard that before. Most people don't really know what it does. My gallbladder is what releases bile, which helps me digest my food. What's up with biology? That's what my students say. It's a tough subject. Kids come in not liking science, and I have to change their minds. I have to teach them that it's really relevant, and it's not just something they have to memorize and pass just in order to graduate from high school, that it applies to their lives every day. And I think that's the most important part of my job, is giving them the excitement of science to move on to other classes, to move on to careers in colleges where they study the subject. I think that my students will be on a different trajectory if they leave my classroom thinking that science is cool instead of thinking that science is lame. So I think that's my job, my most important job. I just like where Manual is going in terms of getting students not just invested in their education. I mean, every school gets students invested in their education, but actually involved. I think that what Pastor Jones is doing with advisory right now, our advisory classes, is a perfect example of that. I teach an advisory of 12 girls, and today the subject was, what's a high need in our community and what are we going to do as a group to combat that? And my students came up with their own. They said that there wasn't enough academic support within Manual, and they needed more academic support, and so they're starting a lunch tutoring program. I just think more things like that in all schools, but especially Manual at the point that we're in right now, is going to be transformational for all kids, but especially my kids' educational experience. So cool. I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.